Now to an exclusive from the ABC15 investigators. Dozens of people, felons, say they were illegally registered to vote in Arizona after putting their trust in this man who ran for mayor last year in Phoenix.
I'm here not to defraud anyone. I've never done that. I've been honest all my life.
He should absolutely be ashamed of himself.
ABC15 investigator Melissa Blasius has been working for months to uncover this story, and she explains why these felons sought out politician Tim C. in the first place.
Let's vote, let's vote, let's vote.
In the 2020 Phoenix mayor's race, Tim C. released campaign videos claiming he was helping felons rebuild their lives.
I've been restoring rights for the last year and a half.
Hi, Tim. But when the ABC15 investigators caught up with the man, he told us a different story.
Not one time did I say on Facebook or anywhere else that I restored your rights. Did I get you to able to vote? Yes.
And that's why these people are so worried today, because they're felons, and state law is clear. They cannot legally vote or even register to vote until they've restored their civil rights. Violating that law could send them back to prison.
It's terrifying. It's terrifying.
After serving time in Perryville prison for drugs, Christina Calabrese got a job and was trying to regain custody of her daughter. A friend told her about Tim C. And to start the civil rights restoration process, Christina texted her personal information to C. There's your driver's license.
My email address, the last four of my social, confirming the appointment.
It was July 6th, the 3-year anniversary of her sobriety, when Christina visited this Masonic lodge in South Phoenix where C is Grand Master. Facebook photos show Christina was one of at least 55 people who went to C for rights restorations on that one day.
He told me that I owed restitution, but that he talked to them and not to worry because his foundation would make them an offer.
Dozens of people telling us similar stories that they asked C to help restore their rights. He scheduled an appointment for a few days later, and when they walked out, they had a registration confirmation to vote like this one from the Service Arizona website. You registered them to vote.
I didn't register them to vote. I didn't register them to vote. The team was to get people to get registered and vote, but you asked me to physically do that. No, I did not do that. But I take full responsibility of whatever went on in this building.
Tammy Cook first talked to C in June. She also wanted her civil rights restored so she could vote.
I wanted to have a voice, and I thought this was a dream come true.
But Tammy, who has 3 felony drug cases, became suspicious because everything happened so fast. Texts show she sent C her personal information on June 16th. Records show she was registered to vote the very next day. So she called the Maricopa County Superior Court to double check on her rights restoration process.
My rights have never been restored.
Nathaniel Zachary, who has 2 felonies in his past, said he also was registered to vote after reaching out to C. Like Tammy, he checked with the court and he found his civil rights had not been restored either.
The lady was like, "Oh my God, you're like the 100 and something person that's called this, in the last week."
Trina Nash said a similar thing happened to her.
I was kind of confused why I didn't have to sign any kind of court documents for him to restore my rights, but I feel silly because I should have known.
People convicted of 1 felony only automatically get their rights restored after they finish their sentence and restitution. Everyone else has to apply at the court where they were convicted, according to longtime defense attorney Ken Countryman.
Once you fill out the application and you submit it to the court and you wait a time period, they'll mail you notification whether or not it's been restored or not.
Countryman says the process can take 3 to 5 months, and the application and final order from a judge appear in your online case file like this, so it's easy to double check.
It's actually illegal for you to register to vote or to vote before you get that order.
The Service Arizona website, where all these people were registered, even warns false voter registration's a Class 6 felony. It's just before the place where you have to check the box saying that you have not been convicted of a felony or your civil rights were restored. Did you illegally register them to vote?
I didn't illegally register anyone to vote. I didn't.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. I'm positive. Everyone that came to me and said that I didn't get my rights, I said, okay, let's refile. That's exactly what I did. And those who said that they got cards or whatever, unregistered. Unregistered. Unregistered, we'll go through the process again.
In a July 14th Facebook post, which was later deleted, Tim C. wrote something terrible went wrong with the process, and he did not intend to commit fraud. He also sent this email to some of his clients with attachments to the proper paperwork to file for civil rights restoration.
If there's some things that I've done wrong, I'm here to make those corrections.
He tried to make it sound like it was like a court clerical error or something.
Several people reported C to the Arizona Attorney General. The AG's office sent a statement, neither confirming or denying an investigation, but said voter claims are taken seriously. Tim C. seemed undaunted in our interview. He had a half-filled-out rights restoration form on the table.
If I have to go to jail to make a change, I'll do that. I'll do that. I'll do that. I'm not worried about that.
But he says he's changing his process and now telling clients to deliver their own paperwork to court.
I'm here to help people, and that's all I do.
As of today, Tim C. has not been charged with any crime. And if you're wondering how these felons were able to be registered to vote without detection, well, the ABC15 investigators have found a big loophole in that system, and we're preparing a report on that issue for Thursday night at 10. I'm investigator Melissa Blasius, ABC15 Arizona.
We look forward to that, Melissa. Thank you. Meantime, last year in Maricopa County, about 1,400 felons were successful in getting their rights restored. But this process can be confusing. So that's why we have legal experts available on the ABC15 Facebook page tomorrow at noon. They're going to be answering your questions about civil and gun rights restoration in Arizona, from qualifications to application to approval. We welcome you to join the conversation. That's tomorrow at noon.